Alright, quick update on Solana. So momentum is coming in, volume is coming in, all of the markets are dumping right now. Let's jump right into it. So right off the back, just on Binance alone today, there's been about 2.9 million Solana sold, which doesn't sound too bad. There's a lot of other exchanges where it's a lot worse. I mean, if you head over to FTX alone, 76 million. I'm not even going to get into some of the other leverage trading platforms like Bybit, etc. There's a lot of volume coming in today. People are selling, people are panicking. Once again, if you're a seasoned veteran of my channel, this should come to absolutely no surprise to you. We've been talking about these breakdowns for a while. In fact, in our last video, we were even talking about this Solana short, which played out to the teeth. We talked about this over on my Discord, but this got taken out. Obviously, we were predicting this breakdown, so we hit the take profit on that. All is good. I myself have been in a 3x leverage short for Solana for well over 2 weeks now, so looking very, very good for the cowboy community. Nonetheless, let's jump into what we've been predicting now. Since the last video, we basically came up to this range of previous support flip resistance, and just like we were talking about, there was tons of technicals, momentum indicators saying that we were going to break down. We had this ugly head and shoulders, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and we've broken below beneath the neckline. So technically speaking, in the short term, Solana can even witness a move back down to $20. If we remove all of these lines in the sand, you can actually see what we've been predicting is for a 73% drop to occur in these markets. We're already down a decent amount. I still think about another 70% drop is in play for Solana. Since the last video, it's down 11.6%. So all is looking good there. Tons of volume coming in. Momentum indicators are going absolutely crazy right now. Looking at the daily squeeze bomb, this is a absolutely brutal landslide to the downside, and it only gets worse when you look at the other momentum indicators. If we look at the MACD on the daily, you can literally see tomorrow this is probably going to cross bearish. The MFI, because so much retail ran into this market, it went from 0 to 100 real quick. It went from 10 up to 63, and because of that, there's still so much more room for Solana to move to the downside. Once again, already talked about the squeeze bomb heading down. 4-hourly time frame, it only gets worse. MFI is still somewhat overextended, so even in the shorter time frames, Solana can have a massive capitulation. 4-hourly EMA ribbons, or sorry, rather, the 4-hourly MACD is heading down. Once again, 4-hourly MFI is still quite, I don't want to say overextended because it's not overextended, it's below the heart line, but it's got a lot more room to move back down to the downside because of this most recent, well, I say run up, this was really retail buying the dip over on the MFI. Squeeze bomb 4-hourly time frame heading down. Bitcoin losing support, back testing the previous support flip resistance of the bear flag. You can see this if we zoom out over here. Massive bear flag breakdown on Bitcoin, tons of momentum coming in over on Bitcoin. I just made a video talking about the fact that 400,000 Bitcoin was sold today, and it's getting a lot worse. Like, every time I refresh these charts, the volume just keeps on getting more and more exponential to the downside. So be super, super cautious if you're trading these markets. Once again, if you have been a seasoned veteran of the channel, this should come to absolutely no surprise to you. Since $70, we've been predicting moves down to about $10. My personal range where I plan on buying Solana is, let me highlight it in a box for future reference, but it is exactly here at $11 down to $9, and this is not necessarily backed up by any TA. However, the $10 is backed by a bunch of TA. We've also got 2.618 fibs down here at 760. I don't think we're going to be going that low. Nonetheless, 2.618 Fibonacci's up here at $16.60 to be precise. So even if you're much more conservative than me, I really don't think it's too outlandish to expect another 50% drop on Solana in the very short to near term. So that's basically all I've got. I've got to make some other altcoin updates, but this is looking very bad. Keep your eyes on what happens tomorrow. I'm going to be making an update when the CPI numbers come out. But once again, lots of bearish momentum coming in, and it's probably going to get a lot worse when CPI comes out tomorrow and inflation is through the roof. So as always, my friends, that is all I've got for you today. Cowboy out. Peace.